the video version.
Assalamu alaikum badin jibril mel kabula LSTV wano makafale fanan donko alfele almurunta nan alla programme to nimmo gambia la politiko to nimmo programme to mi yalon kon kanati LSTV wan arbalungol la ni wato sita ka fale don fanan bi arbalungol fele murunta nan LSTV wan pour kate programme film natale mi yalon kon ka faye gambia la politiko ni nyelungo sita don ka mol nata jam mi yalon ko wollon politicien de pour kaje fanko ni se kacha ko wala ko la politiko ni tamandi nyala gambia banko nyin kanya ka fale fanan don luntamba be fe gambia la politiko moto bi mi yalon ka tele na lunda wote wala keta Fanding Baldeh mi yalon ka te fanam dabe molle kono mi yalon ko tolle ka folo ka fami ko operation cleans NPP nimmo do afasala do wala nyinde ko ka fu bulola wala bulola mi yalon ka na pour ka NPP senen bar ngamra ko nin dunda ka taani ko nyulde be kala fendile do mi yalon ko abe senela mol auto kamala science de feo fen kala do be silo yindi la na lunda mbala min keta Fanding Baldeh ate fonin jibelal senyo konton LSTB won janni fo be dunda ka ja kono bismillah Fanding
Baraka bake, Mr.
Lamin Fati.
Lamin Fati. Definitely ngal tentu ngal jay alla invitation wala ya akatane horma kubati ani bunyati ya proalen kumande nan jang mfana ngana la studio to ni Gambian kole kacha political fanala andung na law fanana law be minke kam political kono nga yitande abaraka bake Mr. Fati for having
abaraka bake ngalom biya kamunda ko ninna fulani ngole nyati di nyola ato kamunda ko kacani be diala bake oto kamala ngalon ko janning programme bana bari ko fulol be ka wabat woni ko tole wadoro ka e ke bulaje but na tara ko be nyin karo kala in a word albo operation cleans NPP for NPP not al family
Lamin NPP man no ha NPP man no de ninko cleans man mean coming ko senior kensama ni cleans koto fango jibe andale kamoto comme fengo milong de min be seneyari ka senyan diku fengo min be jankurin ka jankun diku sanam kurote abe seneyari ne ka senyan diku
abarka bakelaw jabiro nyinto sayente ngamra ko be dunna kacani fon kono nyimmo kafulete mi yalon ne ko allota mbe lafila kalon nyin kafo mun tuma allota jumani jamale be nyin kafo nyin ko ma anin dalila jamale ko ngati nyin kafo nyin allota nyin kata operation cleans NPP
baraka bake Mr. Fati nin kafo de I mean allota nin benin April karo min kono ten birim botani député carte fayola birim botani last National Assembly election wala na party o NPP na disappointment ba soto je na jusula balia soto je ha so na performance man na beta ya je inata ya jibe result sol fintitale Gambian be alon NPP ya damen win anim fota damen la so kulle keta mili alon ko annene famata kala nim banko kanja politiko la tariko to parti min boko NPP na we know min soto presidential elections na landslide victory min soto je yewo jibe yana ni National Assembly election o jibe nata victory min soto je aketa slight margin nete but ni nata jibe karadola fanam Gambia la tundo mi ya lonko na masa kunda ujelo na capital la mafangola na Greater Banjul area here West Coast ni region Sabol oppositional yewo mume tambulule and is very unfortunate because niya jibe even part of LRR niya jibe geographically a concentrated dula kilingoleto kabo Banjul kata all the way Kiang kabo Kayaf all the way Banjul NPP is siran killing ne win party toyala na coalition partner APRC flowing in the KM region NPP yemin fango win abe West Coast le olong all yundum consequences Banjul capital of fangoto mi alon ka be doyarim voter sol man sia population man sia ani three consequences lom ani siran killing ma win je ni ne diminna e pati dingol soto aman dandula soto molla sita nga jibe na pati mune nin cause pati mi ya lonko na presidential election or win with landslide victory nataje ko nin national assembly election or turn out to be like this nko mune yenin no sita nga fanyi nin ka pati dingol tel meli alon ko bata pati ya kachal keta yes nataje ko problem wole be pati kono problem o mi ya lon ko wole ni cause ano problem o ni mawuli ni sute ni identify nga solution jibela ni problem wol kat ebe kala problem wol mi ya lon ka pati batandi bakele ni ma hakilo to pati faale.
So in essence na tar komba faham la akamunta ko kabrale fo ba so don ali amira ko ale problem so and wo problem ni anyanta wol remedy dal wala ya sabu nyin ka fo nyin
very good
okay nin nata ko min be
sita woldo ngaje ko min ko fonga ka fo form fangol kono pati kono mili alonko iseke problem wol jelati and e wuli problem wol you solve e watola janning abe a problem of impact sotola because naning problem it was visible abenu jele janning national assembly election yes momondi ni ya ji hakilo to political to makamo siata no nyame pati kono diamo siata some of these things were clearly written on the wall we saw them coming but we ajale nin kafo be nun jenu janini wato se chance soto nun ka wuli ngan kangol di nyonna ngaji ko ni problem wol ye solve jannabe tarde la janin tarde obe kala jannabe let la
Mr. Baldeh ko ya ko nyame fay mamira nun ko a jartal nun alto leke motimi anduka ale wuli before parliamentary elections ibajala ko albe nin problem wol remedy la janne ko albe fola o siran jamal rather than ale bat ko kabre ngale foso do don alna wulka ka fonyala
ito nyala Lamin that's very right I mean amanke farm 40 but I mean some of ntel nganim problem wol jele and definitely nga try le pour ka wuli ka problem wol solve mbe television all tajang and it's a live program niatra manto nyafo I mean more saying you know challenge no exactly. Or like they put things right yeah I mean basic consequence mantra sirin I'm not a registered voters there but ala yake wuluta jela mbe sirin combo sign for over 2 decades I mean mil parita ka loje NPP nyebe lonna mbe mo parti dingol let diamo be sia kan competition be sia kan ngajo ko nimma wuli mbe problem be soto la jela because most of the time this independent candidate this election or any other elections most of the time they used to emerge from political parties most of the time ruling parties and most of the time these are the unsatisfied candidates satisfied most of the time they rejected they are not satisfied with the selection process independent and most of the time ni will lota eka ruling party la votes will divide so to avoid that basen del wulita I know the people a contester if I try can apply to contest yes so we did something there so that kambe mo yesoto ye mo kilimbula aetabe and definitely I impact soto jele ye moile I mean a lot of these people means a problem cost no most of them means a problem cost no the NPP votes wala we are able to make them back down and the same not only back down but also throw their support behind the NPP candidates so that it's a victory sort of. The aspirants candidate like Alaji Jallo, I mean, near in video Jibe, Sensedia na Kumola, Buba Jallo, and even the elected National Assembly member for Basse constituency, Wallon Sekuti. So demande. And I tried the same thing to do the same thing in West Coast here, especially during the selection of Brikama South and Brikama North. Data selection bulaje. Lafta kana honest opinion on the la chairman ola so that the whole sifal use no janabe late la but Manchan Soto. It was a total blockage among opportunity di molla to take part, among opportunity di molla pour molia makoy. So, I mean, bringing crusade start. I don't want to name names. Yes, I don't want to point at people, but make example just to, I mean, authenticate na answer. And so afananing alatema ayalong woketale nte matale up to the selection ground, selection room, but amanna chance dinner. And actually, because I wasn't in that committee for selection, I mean for Neko, that meeting is confidential, even though he knows that I am a party supporter. And I do sacrifice for the party in Kaspenka Kuolke, but I have to excuse them because Ebemim Folaje is confidential. Yes, but Ngami Itandala, I'll be favoring Nimfolajan confidential, but the outcome of this meeting is going to be publicized. No money to So, I mean, favoring confidential tajang at the end of the day, it's going to get out.
Come in a sense, come iba for Kanyama, Kamunda Kodula, and Pomondrol Kanyami Katafenatimiana with Montani Silver. Pomosa Kono Kobricamasa, come here for Yam, alternately Ahmad did a new level of Konomia and Kalia and for that selection process wasn't done in the right procedures.
Aseke mantra kafukono at that time, Aseke agreed on that selection process or I problem totally because are evident by the noise being created. Yes, in every selection process, there must be a satisfied members and unsatisfied members. But the rate at which noise creator and the degree, the magnitude of the noise, what I mean, there is a problem with the selection process because near sometimes the people a contestant, the applicants, sometimes the selected people and the rejected people, a biography if something is not right here. So definitely, I mean, selection process a problem created. But in poor performance, Mr. Fati, a man start well before the selection process.
Probably
now for video corner.
We will
video do that now for them. NPP na problem on poor performance problem I start that large jump firing.
Okay, we will get there.
Yes.
Kabring Albanian Kafolo, combining a National People's Party, NPP, I Pundong Kolas, right from the President, the President Anna Barrow, the Canard Fondum. For all earlier consultation, Kelwala Kalni Moleka, Cabral Benin Kafori Daka, Walla Kalwul, Domale Kafola, Kobairiko, we are within our rights and Kafol and the Purkata.
No, we are not challenging anybody. Mantra mo challenge. Okay. More consultation can because in our at the end of the day it's clear coming until we are going for the leadership but definitely more kilimbuka will can follow. When I came up with the idea, I share it with people and na campaign because you see telling a situation of GBL nimmol man wuli ka kudo ken tel be min ke kantem found tel nga jele komen ko it's a responsibility somebody has to play in the party because situation on nata whereby party dingol campata somebody have to get up and I try a party dingol la kamfa manage. This is exactly what we are doing. In addition to Kajeko, the party has a better leadership. Because ning kamfa keta, mol mil kamfata. Platform create ye, medium create ye here out, ye moy. Nim mo kamfata, na be daring akam. And as long as a be daring akam, he doesn't easily make peace with himself. So akatra kamfani katra jele so much so that ni make kon dole situation dole kana wala dole kana ke victim of that kamfa me along ko wo is totally innocent birin ni situation no keta ngajele ko something must be done pour ka parti dingol la kamfa duben ke la kamfa tala that's why ngani group because ning anyanta bolete leadership ole kono birin quality nyata ngani performance soto itel leadership ole nil itel le nyanta ka wuli parti dingol ye address medium ye create parti dingol ye la kamfa alfo ye medium parti dingol invite ye la problem all for presently like ntebe min keka na forumo be min keka ngana problem all for kana kamfa alfo ngana solution all for nga way forward jibe so ntebe min keka nteng is not to challenge them is kana kamfa da yitandi nga ka platform create na medium create party dingol ye la kamfa alfo just like a therapy session so this is like an anger therapy session Grupo is serving that purpose for them and is serving that responsibility so parti dingol ala yake molbe finti kanem ibe la kamfa alfo kam ibe parti la problem all fokam nil be safe kanne nil ibe use lale pour parti la problem o ye solve so operation cleans NPP amanna mo bayndila amanna place nyinina amanna mo kajafi amanna mo neng I mean this is the first time Jamfam I made mention of few names just pour ka example odi because yen nyenen ka amena pour ka o jabi anata ninnela pour kam parti dingol nganna kamfa da yitandi number 1 ka parti makoy kana problemol identify ke solution jibela mbe solve la nyame andon ka parti makoy parti dingol kamfa mil be kono company ye by allowing them express themselves operation cleans NPP le nata ninna and so I mean dol ka fole we are it's start kan command ni name for better that we are a rebel group rebelling against them no man we are not rebelling till we are NPP die hard we because ning I mean yeku soto kafo ale ku soto mi yal dimin akamol be dimin pari akamole dimin bake mi ye kano soto kafola dan milma soto bake
in a sense comme e kan volo ni atole la forme sur NPP wala tina ko ni yatol dimi ka tammi modol fon
exactly
okay akamunda ko na tar ko ngi moy ku akamunda ko president Adam Barrow mi fon yalla na tele mi nyaton ko National People's Party amambo atola move kalamda wala ko amamba kalamba jannim fon alba commencer ami wala nyindi ko alma console okay na tara fanan ko alma console alba ka fo kera multi mi yalla ko sainteng albe commandiro ke kala chairman wala mi yalla ko be KMC Banjul anin Westco yamira musulale be pour kaje ko nyum modu ale commandiro mi ke pour kaje ko nyante la place o dal yamira ko musulale be pour kaje ko nyum balle la place
ha sula ko ni aje ngetel commande pour que la place ol dim yae politico je filon mi alon ko nga tarale andum batula jam dolle mina iba tala ka continue because political system ol natale pour kanna ballunya dada pour kanna bankol dada so mu kulet mi alon ko nga tarale andum batula janne so coming ka excellence bambande ka daji ka beto bambande anen ka professionalism bambande wala tin benin foka because I mean niye banku dol jibe like in dunia to me ya lonko ibulo ko ita ila dokol to bake wala tin ko in any professional setup ning ye ko be dila ye resources be dila min nyanta kendile eteke la dokoke if failed an extent of below expected, far below expected, all coming ke la palaso saile, ka resign. No je dunia be kono le. I give you an example of Theresa May, behind in Brexit start, a man succeed. Yeah, she has to resign.
Equally, just a point. Allah more sa ko no control man all these resources to wala saba be kerlan to mun kana resign wala.
No ite hanyila kawo fo.
So you want to tell me ko NPP all the resources they are chairman on la pour kaje ko ila.
Yes, because I mean ngajele min spent min detail ning National Assembly electoral kono. And some of these consequences amanjeri fang ye kanyandi. Because if you look at Banjul, the whole of Banjul a la population near aning consequences dol mi anko 3 consequences lebi in Banjul. Near consequences dol compare ibaje la ko consequences kilon le wartete. The consequences like Banjul yena jibe minister mil nangamo bije yena jibe min detail yena jibe the area they need to cover for a campaign woliena ila seat loose fati o abala fa warata.
To be specific na tare ko the resources si fa wala dila
resources all bijele resources all men buko because resources man tambi kodola bi resources man tambi kodola itel fangol ya yitandi itata jani election tel fango futata president ba wato minna ayete ni tagele consequential to wuli kemelulu Gambia kodo wali dita consequential
every consequence 500,000
okola MPP lompatiti jang mi ya lonko ye moto min soto patima soto mobility is not a problem okola NPP keta patiti mi ya lonko ala ya harje mansaya bente lebulu wato banko nyaton ko NPP and NPP is the ruling party president o wulita a murunta ka Gambian kol jarama kila jarama murundi kam pour ye carte faya e men nakari elect as a president. And during this campaign resources man tambinin na president we wuli ay NPP la candidate ol bulomuta ke karafa electors la ka foy ko ninnon na candidate ol de al carte faya
and hansa and question wala ko nyinin karobe dami ko National People's Party moto mimbe bulate mobile mo jamala nyinin karobe dami wala nyinde ko National People's Party within a very short time frame ni moto ni fon be so nyade meaning ko jama baye accused for they are looting into the coffers of the nation min kata Gambia banko
olmo politique diamolti oppositional opponents la diamol lo wolti President Barrow ye ban so much so that nakata political tola and in the state vehicle presidential vehicle bokata and NPP motoleka ta me alon ko political party le tamo NPP o motot
it doesn't make any difference
like
in NPP la motokata but na tara koy banko la ko dole lut pour ko
so ni motol nata wato minna fango anene be drive kan around Greater Banjul area ani milbe moto kono kacha kona ayayi tande family o moto sangaye kibar janjannal yol janjandile andung president o mu banko nyaton koleti andung ntel nimbe kwerin nale ko NPP la politiko kodo kodi wo kodi ka use je an masakunda kodo nebuka dunje president o ye molle soto miliya lonko de ilata la communauté lata la nyame ya kanu ya je ko Gambia na ba bulo kono abe bulu kendole ko ni leketa multi million lonko ibe president o koma ibe president o la party support kam ibe nafulo di kam president o la ibe motol sankaye because it will fan they believe and the NPP long party ti ilata minna ye party kanu and President Barolo nyaton ko ilata minna nilebe party sponsor kam.
I want to believe, and then this is what many are saying. Ni mo fenete mi alon ka beka ke kensen because ni ajibe ni president e ko mutol wala ko e ko muto jamat sike ka sangay wal fanan they are expecting something in return. There should be transparency. President mayna danna ka fo dronko kari nyol le moto ni sana but anyanta ka continue ka tandi mo la ko dalila jamala ko yatna ni mutol dita puri kaje ko because ni wonten ni o motol sanga yo jorangol ko do be diala ibe president bulo ton la nola ilafta e fewo fenke yabe wala kele.
I mean, yes, I mean, I coming mojama in believe soto. Every gift in politics coming to investment long. Mobuka kuka kensenko, but I will tell you, I will not believe in this 100% because ndeka kuta mfangola. Yeah, definitely I've been in politics for a while. But I mean, ntenga lon nako leadership o mi ngam fanje group kono manke ko malankote nse leadership sotonole but I mean ntemang o believe soto coming ko del be nyanta kala nyaton kolte anu be nyanta ka politiko kele pour ka fen soto je nyanta ka spend le pour ka fen soto je because ni e contributor bankola development wala ite fangola personal interest bijele Gambia nintel be contributor in our own ways ite you are into media ibe Gambianol sensitize la ibe cool bondile e nyoto Gambianol la fahamu robe waraka ndebe senola karola dobe kapinta yala dobe kudola be product be keda be wulitaw we get this willingness to be productive be wulta nga banku doko ke nga banko developed at the end of the day until be la collective interest be wala bala but not politics comme ko itebe kuku ninkela ayke ila personal interest ninne ka kambe mbalia nat because it an individual interest and intel individual interest yes will be different and at there must be a point in time nilse conflict nole
okay
many problem sifa le face kam NPP because Gambia no in general la make NPP demandi nimbe parti jamal le kono I mean molla jernya politico la is not the way we should see politics politico nata banku doku wala amanna coming ko ngada na baluwo nyininche so because of this the problem also can political penkoldo ni mu kuleti fami ya lonko ay problem ba sambana na selection watu molla choices all different but ninga banko je mbebe la frim banko la nyato talla pour kasi ka mo competent dingo tombo ate kole yala so sorote siala andum nding be nga je wonya nsa mbajela sa je wonya mafanan ko molbe sotolale milia lonko is be nafulo sotolale ay nafulo sotolale se min speano ka presideno makoy ka politiko makoy satra ibe lafring Gambia la nyato talla anan Gambia la tarabulu kendo kono but amanke ifangola personal interest amanke ibadi kanne pro ka president no bulo tormondo pour itel if kunkeli nafa so ntela jeroto because nte eka kutam fanna batati je because birinta nga tam fangola ko nte mantra politiko ke kam fenna nte nga nyinin ne nga nyinin dro kele follow tan simola mansula kadung NPP pour kamoto soto nga because biring at the age of 25 starta kamoto sam fa ya manke fam 40 man si dung NPP pour nga korda soto I mean over a decade ago ntenga function korda soto mbota luwa sola andul say alhamdulillah min siata korda kilinte fulati abembulule mansula parti politico kela NPP politico kela pour kan function nafa soto je pour kan na business o londe wala kan ka investment soto je because ngawol be kele ntarola nafa hamurola nsembola So nte man jiki politiko la pour ka fen soto je wala ka attention on soto because nin dol be fo kanne nil be ke kanne to get attention nil be nin dol ke kanne to get promolier recommend or things no this is not the case and I believe there are millions of people out there melia lonko etel fanam ibe parti ma ko kanne ibe president o ma ko kanne for the greater good of Gambia but for not their personal interest for not being rewarded back.
Okay. Yes. NPP mum parti le miya ko warta la science. And then Allah nyim
mighty. Warta back
kabiling Allah nyim move ke. I think the first thing Allah call in for a press conference. Da miya ko ali kibatalal ko mande kala campagne tandi.
Exactly.
And nyinna ra ke fende miya ko akeda no breakam. Bari fo kola alto la nyim move was it felt fo moli akalam talabang wala kabra keta ali kumando sul kabala sando katandi ko albe minna labula wala ko albe mike ka almisi lol manta whatsoever. For Molia Kalam Talatul Bemikeka.
Yes, Molia Kalamutala. Presently, Nsafoyeno, Operation Cleans NPP. Now, WhatsApp forum moto. It is the most active WhatsApp forum and the fastest growing WhatsApp forum. Because small man understand them. Biri Molia understand. Momondi ni duntaje. Near even 1 hour kiji yela is yela moy. Yes, though we have few people really alonko. Mala foi ka memory problem oleti, foi ka other problems leti. Though few people ka dunne, nka je ka finch. They left. Yeah. Bari nsa foi ko Operation Cleans NPP. Na WhatsApp forum is the most active WhatsApp forum and the fastest growing WhatsApp forum in terms of membership. Ngaron very soon men na limit sotola and we may go to Operation Cleans NPP 2. So, mol botan kalamale. Actually, now press conference, and in the ma for press conference dura, I take ro kele. Benin tembo minto, in the regional executive or in the national executive hall, they are working very hard to make sure Congress yakumandi as soon as possible. Ngana nyato kol ngana parti nyato dada because it will be later in nako parti problemo be leadership o balale problemo be executive bala and me mbe ngalo ne mi en cause NPP mu parti kutoleti men sanyi flanyangole bankanten man sanyi sabo fango soto parti ni mbirabe lokam politiko be sora jaw politiko be durim bakele time man soto pour better structure ye dada pour politico se tamandi nyabe ni name batanti because bring president o baita kabo UDP mol milia ala noma wolle wulta katabake lota singola campaigno keta woning kafudol milia non ka ibe lorino ka president la agenda support kat wolom baro youth national development and baro fans club wolle nata kafu nyoma NPP wuluta wole kono but rigorous process manta pour ka leadership nin tombo nin benim problem wole kono andung na nyaton kol fango ya lonne ko nin non to nyaaci andung na nyaton kol so tonya e botan kalamale even a day before the press conference, a lot of them reached me on the phone. The party leadership, yes. Dolian discouraged from the press conference. Dolian encouraged. But, I mean, ntemo fansun kebalete, ntemo nimbanku dingolete aname law abiding citizen ndemo NPP party dingoleti na NPP kanule. I mean, and I definitely I used to allow consultations and definitely regards the more fanan opinion lale but nteketa molte me alonko I have confidence in myself latam fangolale and I definitely trust my own sense of judgment nintata fonga kuo min plan starta ka execute nka make sure le nga reason soto mbe kele minna so nit be diamuta na reasons of going ahead with it or not going ahead with it will depend on itella opinion versus ndela judgment so but will be biringa be jibe nata je komenko I mean many minna manyanna ka stop abe kole ala nyawnya at the end of the day ni non to nyati andum be mol soto lale andum mol ben support lale mol ben follow lale because mbe dadaro lala manta tinyar la anu ninne bije I mean in our programs na plans kono we don't have any program because no advice le fam mo kana diamu nati jam mo kana agenda nati jam mo kana ku nati jam yalla ko abe NPP divide la wala abe reduce la wala abe ndoyala anything we want to have here it's something that will put us together that will help us build NPP that will help us build the trust and confidence of the party supporters so that NPP will be on its feet again for a better NPP, for a better Gambia.
Abaraka baki hansa enten don kafo jibe lale dronko albe bulakang LSTV wane no ma program oto mi yalon ne kon kafa e Gambia la politiko min kanale araba lungol la ko mi nga fale commande non do mande nyame bi fana lunta ben fe Gambia la politiko program oto mi munna lunta wate wolem Fanding Baldeh te mi yalon ko adabe molla kono mi yalon ko tolle operation cleans NPP walla fanko kanaka NPP jankundi kuke wolem na lunta mbate mi alon ne ko nabe kacani soto kam Fanding han sainten rumbe continue kacala but mo jama ya ko fanan ko atol alkata mollete mi alon ko altariata kanyina bayre nyin ci amarol mi alon ne ko be kanifing Banjul anin West Coast ñun lom mo kilimote mi alon ne ko tolle o massive victory diala in the presidential elections oto jama ya fon ko atol tariata la pour ka ko ñi mole comme ambe al commanda pour aller à la place au bula bayre kabri yo victory ba diala wokata fenete mi alon ko atol bele empresal bele contanda oto natara fanan ko hello so de manganyero fino ñi ndongola al nyanta al niya demande mon rather than al commandero ka ko la place o ñi
yes illa o muto nyaleti ibe konole biringa o andi be nyatole biringa o landslide victory soto presidential elections bari Mr. Fati nyaton ka yale ni nata kafu kafuje group wo group political group wo group tata dawoda nyaton kol ka traje na diata nyaton kol le to kafu wala tne ko nyaton kol musuntu ngole na kuyata nyaton kol le kafu because it alone the central decision makers the responsibility they are the people me along they are charged with the responsibility of leading the party coming out for a young in a professional setup that many along ko mol bulo ko iti la doku wolto no dunia karol jele milia lonko ila mol ila politico sambanya ila baluo sambanya la banko sambanya mol nyabo bori la kola wol mu ana manke performance ana manke katakule dita tax le dita la mi ya lonko ima try je I fail taji even daji koto ning daji ka nata boyla koto mi ya lonko nyaton ko manyanna ka wadaji ka sifa bundi nyaton ko manyanna balula ni wadaji ka sifa la ike forcer le yela palaso sai because nyaton kol kake kulet ikake role model oleti nyaton kol kake molle te mili alon ko mol nyaka boyfe yonga generation nyaka boyfe ka lafika ke telleti nim daji ka bote bala mi alon ko amam betaya mol ma wuli kayita ndi mol la nimam betaya this is not something this is not right abuka ke yonga generations ye ku jawoti isa emulate no len so nil even though near success in the presidential elections near landslide victory kide but problem will be party konole milia lonko ibije for another time to time me a lonko a escalator. They have time. Andung inyabalan ni inyamaje wala tinna the word incompetency fanan nata. Whether inyayaje wala inyamaje but inyanyanta kajele ni inyamaje then imela palaso dafa iman competent. So because ni problem ol bije iman sol inata ni malo sabu molla ni masibo sabu molla inata ku sabu molla famia lonko amina molla doku fanga minke presidential elections that victory amina kala consent in the sense ning last National Assembly election munebe kala no what would have happened ni UDP get more seats in the National Assembly than NPP wala ning kanyanta non kat mi ya lonko anene manki janga for na video do anene manki jang over 4 decades ago munebe kala no ngadi bata mi beke presidential elections nga victory soto nga patil ke nga wurol ke ni dunta parliament no kono with the majority. The first thing they're going to pass is going to be a bill of no confidence. But and if the president or impeach, is a president or impeach no?
Okay. Iko Allah silolo. Ali mintaman in the presidential election. Wala kita silolo timial na ko mil block because Ali sunya role ke trying to get in people mial on the balbi na kadre fight. Iko wala silolo timial na ko wala block wala yatin na fango sign tinga ko ita mobile ko atol kita multi presidential election of.
Nindula ka fone bagale ninga moy ko sunyaro keta presidential election nga what I mean la UDP ko la petition no sabe nga sapero ke nim pangola fan comme une president nim petition no abe failan parce que ite ko election no mi alon sunyaro keta birin carte kaso control commencer ta altel fango be celebration ola ite mambo sunyaro kalama fo we know keta wato men and there is no single polling station UDP man polling agent or sort of dame la petition auto there is no particular point yemi nyininka come in vote rigging nin keta dame la petition on mbeto mil come in the state as abnormalities mil keta during presidential campaign and other things coming ko fengol mil dita cartel santa I mean ite carte sango fango onte ka moele but nte womu nte ka jele coming ko theory lo mi alon ka abe politician ol kun kono but in reality ate caring ha e ka dol moy carte sa be carte sango la nka video jele campaign time o e ka fintinde fa e ko ka molle bay e be carte sango la ibe mola carte sanna nyaade le at the following the election day atele na la carte kata polling station do ka carte fay carte sango ya la carte sango la if any one the voters card will be polling people. So I mean so nimu quality nimu politics leti ko biro e buka da ken so boy nin dula man fo tel fango ya lon ko na election mu rig proof leti there is nowhere in the Gambia carte sunyata dame UDP fango mislead tale because of a way of propaganda and a mole. I mean, especially coming with a campaign based canon back social media leto. In a mall they were very active there, and honey baby active in J. Well, you know, momentum dealer J. I mean, siata J. Miracle, mall sotole. But niminka korosi roke back. Ni UDP la kafola movement o jibe. Yela mitinol jibe ifan kajele komenko I mean it lola NPP fee at that time in compared to NPP la movement and la crowd vote marik presidential elections a lot of Gambians unitedly come together voted against UDP for various reasons. The regional be able so. Okay. A lot of them, Gambian or Finditale, unitedly again voted for NPP and President Barrow with the fear of giving the country to UDP based on a reason soul. But difference nata ke minta National Assembly elections here President Barrow and Usainu Dabo counts because it's a long party heads and the party counts. But here the personality and the candidate fana matters. Del nga problem soto ni loto. Ning division man soto nung NPP kono. Mbe National Assembly fana win na wanyale because Nyajibe in most of these consequences, these unsatisfied applicants, National Assembly applicants, mili alonko etata NPP. Ye la vote sol ni NPP candidate la vote sol kafu nyonkan. Okay, UDP done it. Most of these places we lose. I don't need most of them NPP related. Most of these people are independent candidate applicants. Milia lonko ya apply NPP ticket la. It's because they are not selected. They are rejected. That's why it are independent. So their voters and their votes are NPP votes. Will voted for the president, will voted for NPP during the presidential elections. So this National Assembly elections is a victory for UDP and a defeat for us. If you look at our National Assembly, in the National Assembly composition of GB in the National Assembly, because recently a number means Sotoji. It's a victory for them in compared to the National Assembly. Okay,
if point mamira ko alla ni move ni is a bit selective. Akamunda ko alie molle tomondron alla tamil kuman la ka fo ye ji la place o nyembula. Ko alma mamira ko alnyanta albulo chod la min fula wolem President Adam Barrow in the sense. President Adam Barrow hata a toll la mi ko is a constitutionally mandated toll pour kataka banko be murumuro. And I use the pour kataka ka kumandiro ke electorate la banko de pour ye carte file NPP candidate wol. But ngaje la work la rural Gambia kabra fota kombo mafon I mean ko la nyindi ko ay campaign in a call off and then akada fendi mi yalon kay mo jama jahalino akamunta ko ning albul chodiro kala alnyanta al bulo chod la President Adam Barrow la dalila jamal yatina man na ko pour ka campaign yo kala aspirance komi ayake rural Gambia nyane
hani the president no blame no la nyan ite president no nka mole to commande president no ad mole be sirim president ya president no manke moti ninko president is an institution mole be siri milia lonko itata doko la president no na la family ibe mararen wala topotor ko la ni president no nyanta ka finti brifango ka diamo analtel alla ka finti electorate molle la doko mo ka president no prepare for a public address. Likewise, nim president no be finti la kata tola ni ati na party ye leadership soto government Gambia Bank of a leadership soto.
Anda kamuda ko sorry just a minute kamuda alaw campaign bali amia ko amake just a minute ala campaign bali amia ko amake rule ayake rural ay campaign mi ko rural Gambia amake combo akamunda ko woy min tan do wolo nyinde ko ay campaign ke dama gagnata wolta man campaign ke dama man gagné wolta oto mo folo nyanta min question wolo nyinde ko President Adam Barrow munan na kabrin to mala min nanda combo iman na pour campaign ke
ambe wole nga wole foye e ko nga president no blame ko inte president no blame la
this why we said Allah nyi move is a bit selective
aman selective so president no ye moleta doku wala anu leadership o to montale mol milliard lonko ibe marala president no la banko tamandi nyala ani president no fangola affairs la president no birabe wuli kan anyanta kata trolla molle la doku mo kasi kala campaign itinerary dada inai nasi ya itandala nim woliye wodada nata moyko imang itinerary soto je for West Coast ite president no blame la wala because nilmu moleti mi alon ko president no alate la makamola alate al ila londo la ning ibe fefe ning present la ini la reasons le kana and it's a group of individuals a president no late la ini la dalilo le minaka so e dalila presenta ya abe wole mutala and am so iba back la nim points la ado hadama dingo mo especially mo hakilima nani sita kukundina fengfe ding aya defend most of the time e ka to wole to because anim point sol mil be kana pour ka decision or defend so wo fanan contribute tale Now, Fanan Fole in one of my videos as the causes of this poor performance. President no Wiltale, I banko mume murum. And we believe there are parts of this country, me alonko. President no amanjere fang I time bar wastewater because I development project infrastructural development or milk or aerial. Wol damma fango be campaign ke kam President Baroye. Because yet dula jibe URR. Dula dolbije well they were cut off from this country because of silol ninkudol be well they are connected to this country well nama ke president barola koti well boka kumoy so itel nyanta kaminke at that time biri fotata wo area la ye more time means spend because sunkaro kana e nyanta wole limit lanum amanke kana futaje with a time you spend hours committing all kije wole man necessary mfutata la jele because nga believe le ko presidential convoy damam presidential motol wala tada manda mo fango makangoleti wo fango damamu kibirol te fango damamu campagnol kata kayitandi banko dingol la ko natale jang manna lola na futata wo community to ayayi tandila ko manna lola natale kal tank pour allier carte fay na minna kamurundi president ya ani wo kola kar député bulo muta kari fele namol ye wolle tombo mo monning bente president baro noma e laftanna parti e lafta gambia la al cartel fay ni ngana député karfala naye okay rek time will be limited ibajela more time be sotola pour kana jam fanam bari e maw calculation okay e maw won dongol fanam be korosi much time was spent provinces in nata for LRR iko and later ninale there was no itinerary in the presidential campaign and wala tina President Mamfuta West Coast KM and Banjul and because President Mang murumurung ke ning tembolto nin député carte fayo mol man na sawar gi fango because akibiro man na wara amaka man na wara akala mutandiro man wara so much so that we fango ye voter apathy cause in the National Assembly elections mo jama manta carte fay
akamunda ko wato min be mbul wato nya akamunda ka doyata ba so mbela la nga jamma fam fast track domande yet again President Adama Barrow West Coast KM nim Banjul ko la julo bala because I gambela na fulo ta in their name andu nga nyanto so pour ka futa wo mol ma amam futal and then jama baya fo fanko wala keta dalilo to miyal ko West Coast ngol wo ko campagne ya sabu they voted massively against President Adama Barrow and the National People's Party.
To correct you, this National Assembly elections coming out, voters did not vote against Adama Barrow,
but against his aspirants. That is the NPP parliament.
Yes, Milota NPP ticket la. But
that is NPP and President Barrow.
they did not vote against. Voting UDP winning.
You either vote for or vote against.
Yeah, they didn't vote against.
No, they voted against the
No,
NPP.
NPP voters voted for NPP candidates because we believed the majority of these independent candidates, they are NPP members.
But remember, you have very few candidates. Me along with West Coast, Banjul, and KM. Me along with they are independent candidates. Most of these areas, UDP, Lamin, and other political parties. So meaning it is an indication that they voted massively against
UDP and other political parties winning because our voters are divided between the choices made by people supporting NPP. Because some of these independent candidates, they are supported by our political party leaders, our NPP leaders.
An example?
No. I told you here, I will not be naming names. I will not be giving. But West Coast jang Asiata Jambake, we have consequences from Combo East all the way to Fonyi. Independent candidate also, they are supported by NPP leadership, NPP leaders. So, independent candidate NPP ko le ba koma, NPP ko le be carte failaye, and NPP ko le carte failaye.
Okay.
So I'm coming for it. People did not vote against, our NPP voters did not vote against NPP and President Barrow, but they voted for the candidates, Milia Lonko. They are all NPP supporters, but under different tickets.
In your claims,
independent and NPP.
Allah kumakanga to press conference. You made this claim. Alko Allah molmi and Allah chairman in yanta kela tinted glasses will bond it. And also, Altol for alle deadline di ni mola pour kaje ko janni o wato nyanta ila place o nimbla wala ko nyanta design.
No man deadline dealer. Andung okay, yenin dula follow me for tinted glasses. Yes. I mean nimman fonte bulu. But ngaje one of our speakers I need for. But I have in a sense coming if you are a leader in a political party. So party dingol eka proud ke la party leadership will jele. So nin tinted glass mu barriality. It's a barrier between them and their supporters who are proud of seeing them, socializing with them. So akai tandile ko, I mean this tinted glass, it's also causing problems because I mean kajelo coming ko leadership ka useless I mean ki famabo wala ka barrier create enila party dingol tema mimma nyanna ka ke
the claims kuma kan ya bamman le ko allo alla chairman ni ala ko be nyin area to wala molti nyal ko ye fan wara ila electorate le wo ka sabu ke tinted glass wol soron ka sabu fo ngai bike
I believe nimbe kerine I mean, tinted glass, I mean, I believe more kakele based on different reasons. But ngajele ko aman normal. It's not okay for a political party leader, come in the party leadership like the regional executive soldier. It's not okay for Italia use, and it's not okay for na political party motor fango. Yeah, use maybe the executive. We also use based on security reasons, but it will be at the middle level, that's regional level, and you could among it's not just okay because model baje can come in ko fan warolom and you could aka barrier aka barrier aka pharmacy baliale nati iteni mol tema. When it any more tema, the public relation, Allah PR should be good. It be more naleti, it be more tioleti, elafta mola. It nyanta ka fintile moli je, ye faramansa mole ni mole hadamaya, what prunier mol commandi what moli danquila.
In the event ni moli teta moli mi alako man Congress commandi man think and then they fail to resign. What is going to be your next move?
No. We are very sure it resign la. Because I mean, what is very clear.
Nima resign.
Because Momi Lonko coming for a responsibility detail. ala competency be this level, I felt to this level, wo lacks professionalism. And people who lack professionalism doesn't have anything like resignation in their mindset.
Okay. So in the event he might resign, he man Congress command. What is going to be your
what Kela? Hani might resign. Congress is on the way. Efforts presently. Okay. Efforts ning katakul beke kane to make sure Congress is commanded as soon as possible. Wabeke kane anu Congress be commanded because ning Congress man commanded party te dada nola because ning Congress lebe party ning structural.
Still now, contrary to your claims, Altol ka commandero minge alko ala nyimol ila regional chairman ila katabalia wala ya sabu fam Altol fota. But kumo mi alon ka be bambandi Gambia banko dingol be da kon wala nyinde ko dalilo min fon yatna banko dingol they voted massively against President Adama Barrow and NPP. It's because President Adama Barrow la katabalia amam menke pour kaje fanko kabata ko Gambia banko dingol kam. Very innocent jama bal kam min wala nyinde ko. You have a lot of problems mi alon ka be larin Gambia banko dingol kam. And President kada modi mi alon ko he doesn't say anything about those things. Akatu deri. Number one, we have insecurity. Mol katarajan ni miya katula boila mol kam president nala mol katu deri. Number two, price hikes. Luolu mola domolo daka kolea Gambia banko nyinka. And also the corruption scandal upon scandal. Wo bika kefendi miya ko banko la kodo nyinka kefendi miya ko mol ka loot. And president nala moli ka ke molti miya lon ko katu deri kan. And what may signify wala nyinde ko akamunta ko tol fon le laring wala ko man ko kam ko samu fon singo be loring fora nyinka. So jama baye min folo nyinde ko President Adam Barrow ni aja nyi fo ba ko nyinde ko amambata ko bondi Gambia banko ni wolkan contrary to what Altol coming for kafu ko Allah regional chairman moli ya fango hanali wol bondi wo ku kilol be because science you have a lot of people mi ko they are losing faith in the president.
Correct la hanibi ko people don't vote against President Barrow. No reasons there already. Nim problem o ben leadership okono mi alon ko ay nim problem o nati Mansakunda because ngani fole ko Mansakunda la timo te beteya nola the ruling party la leadership man beteya so the dalilol milia lon ko ngani poor performance soto call it a poor performance kana for Gambian voted against Gambian don't vote against us until la vote will divide by having a lot of independent candidate. But now for ele jamko, nina independent candidate la carte kesol nina NPP carte kesol la pata nyoka. Na UDP butele ni la jamal to nge bute da men presidential election. Bari so nga continue because time man soto. Okay. Even in for kantem banko to definitely a problem jamal le bicha. Jamano be koleare. Na leadership ol fanan ngani reasons for le failure soto jail. Oppositional be nin ko convoca ne wato wat iba exaggerate la iba donc la mol tulo kono banko batami be ke kanja problem wol min be ke kanja de la leadership wol be siring ibe tenkundi pech iman fana man trawuli kan kadiamo Gambia nolie nim fana contribute le NPP dingol mel sita e bulo la nyonka imanta carte fay e disconnecta because ninna kake ini mimbe nyola wo every day abete la fault fola banko la kolea fola aba exaggerate la banko be tenne sunya rol be kela corruption o marketo price will be hiring ite be siri be tenkunde adun del fananga bundal soto le milia lonko we have a presidential spokesperson you can understand we have an information minister we have NPP na campaign committee soto le media be janne. So instead of itel fane ye wuli ina si nyatilin Gambian kolla kayitan ni ko nim bata min be keri ni jamano la kole amanke Gambia damat this is globally api dunia bele kono presently ni a foye domori fengol mil buko farinyo ni tulo wol dabe kosri nyamen in Central Europe and Western Europe ibe de la as a Gambian
of course yes. 1 minute no
let me continue
just a second Just a second. Oh, near GB, coming Mojama coming claim all in the Cotonia, and probably this might be a global issue. Bari fanang banku, iko dunia be sindi momo yalo nekela sindi mojara nyami. Go to the markets. Mansakunda enya kasi martela ko mansakunda fa mantara Gambia wala marse fa mantara Gambia kono. Itara marse be mani boro sanyina jan trap bitik do e basana nyino mansakunda enya kasi ko bitik wol fa mantara Gambia banko.
Ibe nyakasi doku le be keka ne barabe slori na wala nan ko doku mantra keka ime nyakasi doku be keka ne bar doku be nasirin because nim problem wo be caring nim situation sifa be caring eka problem wol ning identify because problem won is theater but as mansakunda ibe wulilal but nim mansakunda mantra akekan anyama nim correct leadership wo be na patila NPP la itelle ba yitandila na government team la president on la cabinet Mr. President sa tebe tenna molbe diamo kanna andum wose kenon na political damage ndel fananga wole bof diamo ni actionoto alingata ni bundal ni institutional to ni departmental to porol to action point will di la minister la action point will di masakunda nyaton ko la department nyaton ko ka make so problem will identify solution will je kanin problem will mitigate bari komi nga fo nyame na masakunda leadership ninte beteya nola na party leadership man beteya ninte for instance ninte be NPP leadership okono men nekela mba make so la fana mo min fana na do koti yewuli yeta mediato ni opposition la diamo min be keka ifana yewo counter ya yitandi la ko jamano la kolea amanke Gambia damachi dunia belom masakunda bala katakol kekanne aliye steps wol mil yitandi aliye action point wol mil di yewo yitandil nga minister kari bulale nga director kari bulale nga commissioner kari bulale ay ninninke masakunda bala katakol ke kan ne kaje ko nim problemo will be solved as soon as possible ye jiko ni lanaya sabatindi isondo moto that's the hope ya yitandila this is what politicians do ya yitandila ko there is hope things will be better ya yitandila ko tomorrow will be better than today because new hope because hope among curricula ye hope je jiko atele powerful ta even kele jora mbe dunia kono but we feel okay.
Okay,
it's very powerful.
And miro soto. Do you want to tell me, President Anambarona la entire executive? It will man miro soto kafoko. Mol benin ande kamol lumolung because radio buffalo, newspaper buffalo, loud la on social media taraje mol buffalo and mol be wosi kan luolung. President Anambaro kabla kafenkola tonin na akadia mol on the price hikes akafu mol. So that is an indication he was fully aware of the struggles Gambia banko dingol be mikeka. And then this is an allegation. If President Anambaro does not react to these things, he is going to lose in all the subsequent elections, most especially the next presidential election.
Yes, Walatina Operation Cleans NPP Nata. President Barrow abe boring akalamale. Me min foka min nyanta kake wole mantra keka. Abe boring akalamale. Obviously, I'll be boring at Kalama because another dimba I'll be seeing Janne and in Gamiano Kakachale every day. Aka television o jibele. Mpepenim beke President Barrow kabir President Barrow le korenta nteni teti. Masakel they are very correct.
We expect.
Yes, I alone the membe caring. But me mim fokanten. Leadership problem ole benna patila. And this is why until nata lota ngaje ko nganna pati dada nganna pati nyaton ko na pati leadership o dada ibaje la ko wolse government team o dada intel be wol detaka wol fane government team o dada Parti ye betea, Gambia ye betea, mbe ngata nyato.
Wato kamunda ko abantambulle. What will you say to this claim? President Adam Barrow is competent, so he will never want people who are competent to man positions. What do you say to those claims?
Well, I mean, malo yenin tadame, bari nga rimbiria forek hakilo bulata Sidia Jatala diamola, bring President Barrow kayoko mba retire nila. We live West, and we did that. Biriyenim forek hakilo bulata la respond la.
Yalfana retire nit la do level.
Hani ntel mantel retire ndi dulato. Ntel mu new party leti.
Okay.
Ntel nil mantel la député boy ndi dulato. No. NPP. Na député man win boy dulato. Ebe sirin dame NPP mbato.
Otakamunda you only contested one seat because what time on député killing the balbo.
Yes.
But you had this cross-carpeted MPs mi anko ibal to le kono MPP ye wala boy.
UDP even siring even though they were supporting, but UDP seats low. So what happened? The UDP seat Niba Fokam it reduces from 35 to 15.
No, but yet again, Allah MP me and ko boy the likes of Sekou
Nkawale foyeteng yo dulalje. If this selection process at right, there problem sotolaje. Let's go to your final question on it. Talking about
incompetence of the president, and also he wouldn't want people who are competent.
Yes, our president is competent. And our president is doing very well. That he wouldn't want to work with competent people is not right. The very person who said that, President Barrow, invited them into his team in 2017. They refused.
Probably they don't want to work with mediocre. They don't want to work with a mediocre president. Probably.
Try him and prove yourself. Whatever reasons available, try working him and prove yourself. But you worked with that person and effect a very, good change. Get a victory. His leaders, a victory million long, I'll tell you, struggle. He decades ago, with different leadership, Alma Ateno, this president you call him incompetent or nata, and you happen to get that victory, even though the country's development is not satisfactory, the speed and the way things are going. But our president is competent. There is this quality in him that he possesses. No other presidential aspirant possesses it.
Mr.
The president may fail in other sectors, but a lot of achievements and some of these are very important. We being here today, I'll tell the existence of President Barrow achievement let installing democracy, empowering freedom of expression, media freedom, democracy leveling. So Gambia no nyantaka alatin to work bakela. The president is competent, and he definitely admire competent people, and he definitely wants to work with competent people. Definitely.
Okay. Coming off nyama kamunta ko watu mimbe mbulu abanta ferem.
Wow.
Ngamra fankombe wati sunyal. What are your hopes in the next subsequent elections? Milbekela Gambia Banko Kanya. How will you rate the performance of the National People's Party in the next election, mayoral elections and in council elections?
The hopes are very, very high. Like I say, for MPP, this poor performance, I take it baleke, and it make us identify a lot of problems will be existent in the party batande. But in the same NPP Mantala, let me tell you that we still have our strength and we still have our voters intact. Division mimbije be wo solve lale and what division any problem will cause the emergence of the independent candidate. I assure you, and I'm assuring Gambians, what a sotola in this next in the subsequent electional minkana. We will emerge victorious, and we will conquer all this local government chairmanship in Alasanta.
Mr. Baldeh, yes. We will invite you here again. We invite la jankotenke ni wo fen ko nyimbanda. Probably science mune be kelela yamarlot if you have the chance to advise NPP dingolu Gambia banko dingol.
Be NPP dingol yamar Lamin na drum nga try nga na individual interest put aside. Nga politiko je ko anata banko doku wala amanna ko pour ngata na balu la nyininje ni nga jo wonya rek kambe baliabe talala le ni nga jo wonya rek mbe kafula nyomale ni nga jo wonya rek mbe kala kilinti le andun sakata nga ki kilinti nga Gambia je ni nga Gambia je rek mbe nga niyobe kala kilinti ntening divisional sotola ntening kambe balia sotola. So, I mean, MPP ngalo neko mantala, we are intact. Na bota sol we are intact. Min sotota tonya ayin diminne. Bare ali nga fo nga landi. Ali nga diamu nga landi. Nga the differences landi nga na together nga patije nga Gambia je. Because ninga party bete yande pour Gambia ye bete ya del Gambia nol bela nyato tabe wole bala adu ninga party bete yande mbe lafri minna pour NPP ye Gambia mara sanji jama mbe o fanan soto lale sa try nga nyaton ka kendol tombo milia lonko i loyalta party ye ning congress nata ye nyaton ka kendol ye tombo milia lonko i loyalta party ye i competenta ye daji ka kendol soto ye ethics ni integrity soto ye bajela daji ka kendo be kala kulete mi ya lonko abe dundila parti kono abe balundila parti kono fefen ni ya lonko abe tamaka mansa kunda amanke siloti nsa keleno nga bondi pour na banko se nyato ta soto ngani na soto mbafala MPP dingole
abaraka bake Fanding Baldeh mi alon ko tolle dabe mol kono mi alon ko tolle ka foni loy ka fay operation cleanse NPP komi kan fo nyamen don ka o firindo wolo nyinte ko pour kana ka NPP senendi kotenke a telem na lunta mbati mi alon ko ka senendi ku a telem na lunta mbati mi alon ne ko ngasoto Gambia la politiko to min kanale LSTV 1 araba lungol bela kajibe lal tentu bake ke jayi ka fale ko ala barka bake ale wato minta pour ka bulani programme ni no man na lunta mba Fanding Baldeh nga tentu bake nga jayi ngala wato min beta pour ka je fanko kanaka mabe ni programme to ka fale ala barka bake anim fanana tenturo ni jayro mba cikala ka samba na cameraman ka min kala Ousmane Diallo aning na lady champion min keta Bajen Kamarati mba fale ala barka bake alto lebe sirinya num camera nyin ko pour ka je ko image nati mi yalo ne ko be beti ala bake auto kamala mba fale ala barka bake ale wato minta fo arbana la inshallah